everybody. It is about 6:45 p.m. Central Time. I wanted to come on here because I got something to say. And as many of you know, my name is Tisha. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff that they tell you to do. But in the beginning, I wasn't planning on going live. Like I had ideas to go live, but you guys know me. I don't like to go live unless I had something really to say. But as always, something was sitting heavy on me lately, so I had to jump in, and I figured instead of just posting about it, let's just talk about it, right? Now, it's really about. I want to talk about that passive aggressive stuff that I keep seeing all over social media, especially with network marketing and in general, but a lot of these businesses out there, right? And one of the things that I can't stand, I just can't stand them because I feel like they're fake. I want you to know that if you're going to build something that's real, or even if you're thinking about it, you're going to want to hear this. This is something that you really want to pay attention to, right? So let me know where you're coming in from. Now, if you're live, write live in the comments. If you're watching a replay, drop replay, and I will, comment and shout you out later. We can have a conversation if you want, right? So, like I said, I've been seeing all these posts saying things like, it's so easy. Why haven't you done it yet? Or if you really wanted it, you'd made it happen by now. Or you're sleeping on this thing, and I've done this, and it was easy. I can't stand that. Because honestly, that's not really motivation. You're guilt tripping people into doing something that you already do. It's not motivation. It's not helping anybody build a business, a dream, or a future. And honestly, I'm seeing way too many people selling a false expectation. Like building success is supposed to be easy, instant, or perfect. Now, what I also see is I see people posting about, oh, I made X amount of money this week. Why haven't you started? You can do it too. Maybe no, we can't. You know why? Because we have to give y'all guys a reality check, right? Just because something came easy for you, just because you're making that money every single week, doesn't mean it's going to be easy for everybody else. So stop selling this whole thing about, oh, it's easy, it's simple. Like I saw a post today that said, oh, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, and it was so easy. Why aren't you doing it? Well, for one, they may not have an interest in it. And for two, like I said, just because it's easy for you, doesn't mean it's easy for other people. Now, I want you to understand. Everybody has different stories, different responsibilities, different mental battles, different starting points. They have different reasons why they're looking for a business. Whether you're looking to join me in travel, whether you're doing digital marketing or MRR or any of these other things out there, everyone has a different reason. So, guys, for my recruiters out there, stop thinking everybody is looking for you. Stop thinking that you're the only one out there and that they should be signing up with you. No, because to be honest, when they see what you're doing, it can actually be a turnoff. And not just for the person who may be looking, but other network marketers and people who may want to do business with you. I want you to understand, what's easy for one person might be a straight up mountain for somebody else to do. And I know that for pure truth because I can do a lot of things very, very quickly that people on my team, my sideline, struggle with. And that's fine. But it doesn't make them lazy and it doesn't make them less deserving of the success that we're trying to create. Now, I want you to understand, you don't motivate people by throwing shade or talking down. When you're on social media, you got to be very careful what you say. Because what you might think is, oh, I'm just being me and I'm just being flippant. I'm just that. No, what you're being is pain, in my opinion. But anyway, but you are giving them marketing a bad name. You are coming across like things are going to be easy and all of this. What the bothers me the most is the people that I see this the most, they never talk about the truth. They don't talk about what it actually takes. They don't talk about the time that it took them to actually get to that level, the time it took to train, the time it took to research, and how long they went from zero to where they are. They don't talk about the training. They don't talk about the consistency and how often you have to do this and how often you have to get up to that. And guys, many of y'all do not talk about your mistakes. Now, I know many people don't want to go out there and tell everybody their mistakes, but if it's something that can help the next person, share that information. It is okay to talk about getting knocked down and still getting up. People actually will value that if they're looking at you to be the sponsor. That is how real businesses are built. Not by guilt, not by passive aggressive comments. Now look, let me say this too. Like I've been saying, this kind of behavior is exactly why so many people think network marketing or online businesses are scams. Because people go out there and they put these false expectations out there, and when they get in there, let me tell you something. They feel like they was lied to. It's not the business model, guys. This business model of network marketing is making millionaires. Our business model in the travel industry is making millionaires, thousandaires. But it's the way that some people sell the dreams without honesty. And to be honest, if you sell a dream that is a lie, you give them a nightmare in disguise. Now, if you keep telling people it's easy and then like real life hits and then they find that it's not easy, guess what? Now they feel you lied to them. Then they're gonna go ahead and quit. Then they go tell everybody it's a scam. Even if we give them proof that it's not, they're gonna think it's a scam because they're still hurt by the lie you told them. And it doesn't even have to be the same industry, to be honest with you. All they gotta hear is network marketing and all that. Look, I just helped somebody get started inside of an organization, right? Her question was, well, not her question, but her statement was a lot of people told her not to do it because MLMs are scams and she shouldn't do travel with an MLM. But I had to break it down to her. I had to let her know, look, people think that MLM or network marketing is a scam because they were hurt by it and they haven't gotten over it, or because they've seen other people basically put up these false pretenses of what they think it is. You know what I mean? They build this false reality. And you know how that goes. When you build a false reality, it becomes reality. Now, I want you to understand, when it comes to my team, my network, and the people that I work with my big team and everything, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't guilt trip anybody into greatness. You got to work your way to greatness. We're going to always be continuing to work towards greatness. But I'm not going to guilt trip you. I'm not here to make any promises that I can't back up. To be honest with you, I'm not going to make you any promises at all. Because a promise is something I got to keep. The only thing I can promise you is you will have the support that you need if you ask for it. That's about it. But look, I'm going to tell you the honest to God truth, right? Success takes work. And many people don't want to do the work, which is why they get drawn to these false realities, these false beliefs. Like, oh, if you get started, it don't take you this long to build a quotes page. It's not going to take you this long to do MRR. You can make so much money in this week because I did it. It takes patience. Because I'm going to tell you right now, starting a business, whether you start a business that is from the ground up, you join a network marketing, it takes patience because guess what? You got to learn what you have. You got to learn the systems. You got to learn your tools. But then here's the hard part for a lot of people. You have to be coachable. And a lot of people get started in this business and don't want to be coachable because they think they know it. Or they did another business and they had some success. But guess what? You're no longer there. So something must have happened. And if we're putting you in front of people who are making anywhere from a few hundred to a few 100,000 a month, a year, and we're connecting you with agents who have booked six figures in a year, come on. But you know what's something else I find? Loyalty. People are not loyal to themselves, let alone a business. And it takes staying loyal to the process, even when you don't see instant results. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been in this business 10 years, been in this industry 23 years. It's hard sometimes to stay loyal when you don't see the results. Think about it like this: when you go to the gym. You go to the gym all the time and you don't see the results, but guess what? Other people see the results. You don't see where you're going because all you're looking at is where you've been. Now, what y'all say? I'm from the Bronx, born and raised, Gen X, Army veteran, raised by the military. I don't sugarcoat. Why? Because sugarcoating gives you diabetes, and I don't have time for that. I'm not about to hand out sweet lies. I'm not. Now, if you want to build real freedom, you're going to have to do real work. But I'm going to tell you right now, it is definitely worth it. So, I'm going to end it quickly, too. But if you've been feeling like something's wrong with you because you're not moving fast enough, God, this is for everybody. Whether you are in my organization, inside of my company, or anywhere, I want you to understand, stop it. There's nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are moving at your pace. Yes, maybe you need to move a little bit faster, but it doesn't mean that anything is wrong. You're just building something the right way. Real success doesn't come gift wrapped. And all these people out there that trying to make it seem like you're going to have instant success, you're going to have instant failure. I never trust those. Oh, I can guarantee you. No, you can't guarantee me anything. The only thing you can guarantee me is the website. That's it. And the way the world is now, you can't even guarantee you're going to have a job in the morning. I just want y'all to know that we're teaching people how to create long-term, steady income. Now, guys, just keep working and stay coachable, and for everything, stay consistent. And for those of you who are looking to get started in this business, and when you're ready for that real mentorship, not just with me, but with six-figure income earners, seven-figure income earners, without all the fake promises and passive aggressive shade, you know where to find me. But you know what? Thanks for sitting with me. Thanks for letting me get this off my chest and being able to say this information to you. And I would love if you can go ahead and tag somebody who thinks you needs to hear this, share this on your timeline, because maybe some people in your timeline need to hear it. And honestly, if you're really serious about wanting to build something sustainable for yourself and for your family and create something that's a legacy, my inbox is always open. No pressure, no gimmicks, definitely no guilt.